everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be my go-to Real Technique brushes. The first one I want to show you is the sponge. I think it's called the Miracle Complexion Sponge. I did not like using this at first because I didn't really like just dabbing it all over my face, but it has become one of my favorites. I have heard that a sponge gives you more coverage. From my experience, I don't really experience much coverage, which is fine with me because I don't really want much coverage. When I want something that's natural looking and fast, I go for the sponge. It's awesome. It's only $6. I bought the one that comes with two. It costs maybe $10, which is such a big bargain. I guess we'll just go by color coordinated ones, since I did start with the orange one. Hey, I just realized that it's orange because it's face. Interesting. We have the Real Techniques. They're all Real Techniques, so I'm not gonna say that anymore. But this is the buffing brush. It used to be my favorite for the longest time before I tried the sponge. The sponge now is my favorite. I still use this one. It does give me so much coverage. I like this when I use BB creams. The brush gives me more coverage than the sponge. Now my next favorite is the contour brush. I use it to set my concealer. I think it's like big enough to cover my whole eye, so I use it for that. It's amazing. I love it. It came with a set. It came with two more brushes. I think it's the concealer brush and the detailer brush. Go ahead and get the sets. I do recommend them. Off to the next category, which is the pink set. I think that one is for finishing touches like blush, setting and stuff like that. We have the multitask brush. This brush I got in the travel set, which was my first purchase of Real Techniques. This is the reason why I fell in love with Real Techniques. This is so big that it fits on the apples of your cheek. I usually like to just press it against my cheek and just go like that, and it applies the product so beautiful. I recommend this one because it does come with a travel set. Actually, I have this right here. It comes with these three. I used to love this so much to apply my concealer and set my eye. Then I moved on with the contour brush. I do recommend to start out with these three because these are the reason why I fell in love with Real Techniques. They're still my favorite. Even though I don't use them as much, they're still my go-to. So this is my recent purchase. It's a sculpting brush. I use this for blush for a long time because it is tapered. It's in an angle, and you know how I am. I like to just and that's it. But now I use it for bronzer. I used this one before and I didn't really notice a big difference, but with this one, with the bronzer, I see the difference. When I first got this, I didn't expect to like it as much as I do, but I like it so much. And now we have the setting brush. These three came together. I don't really use this as much. I honestly bought this to highlight because I was like, hey, I want to get a fan brush. It's not my favorite to highlight. I don't even use this at all. So I did notice that they sell this one and this one separately. So if you don't want to get the fan brush, don't get it. Just get these two. I bought mine for $20 the set, and I think that this one is $10 and this one is like $6 or $7. So you do the math if you want to spend $20, but I do highly recommend these two. I use this one to highlight my cheekbones. I've tried to highlight with the contour one, but this one is so big, I use this one instead. And vice versa, the reason why I use this one to set my eyes is because it's so big and this one is so small. Okay, so we're gonna do eyes now. These two came in an eye set. This one came in a different set. That it was limited edition. I think it's still being sold. I'm not sure. This one is the Dome Shadow Brush. I use this whenever I only want to use one shadow. I want to add some color in my crease. And also I use this to conceal my eyes. whenever I don't want to use a bigger brush or my sponge, I use this one. This one is called the accent brush. Before my setting brush, I used to use this to highlight my cheekbones and to highlight my inner corners. Pretty much I use this to highlight little areas that I can reach. And then this one is my favorite one from the eye collection. This one is a smudge brush. I use this same way as I use the dome brush. If you have little eyes, I do recommend this one. It's pretty precise, and also I use it for my waterline. Now we're off to the limited edition. I say limited, they always say that, but I noticed that they don't really sell out as quickly as I think. Maybe it is limited, who knows. And also I've noticed that with the sets that are limited edition, they have repeats but with the same packaging. For example, we have the base shadow brush. It does come with the original set, but prettier. These two are unique. I don't know which one this one is called because the print is gone. But I use it for eyeliner, I use it for my brows. When I didn't have my brow definer, I used to use this for my brows. And this one is a little unique compared to the others. It's called the angle shadow brush. It's angled, it's tapered, it's a little bit fluffy. It pretty much does all the work for you. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like this kind of videos. I upload every Wednesday. See you in my next video. Bye!